a bigger house. It was basically a two-room kind of shotgun house that they had built on that property.
To understand the Stone Lion Inn, you got to go all the way back to 1907, when Oklahoma became a state. Grant Aguirre is the owner of the bed and breakfast, and he told us all about the family that built the house, the Houghtons.
They proceeded to have a total of 12 children, and the only child to not survive childhood was a little girl named Irene, who contracted whooping cough.
Now, Grant tells me right up the stairs there on the right, that's Irene's room. It's where she lived and also where she died. The medicine she was given was laced with opium, so Irene didn't make it much longer. But she was just the first death in the house. After the Houghtons moved out around 1910, they leased the home to a mortuary, a funeral home. Let that sink in. Several years later, the Houghtons moved back in.
So those are the next two people that passed away in the home, and obviously there were a number of people that were embalmed in the home.
Grant's mother eventually bought the property in 1986 and started running the bed and breakfast. That's when guests started speaking up. It's worth noting, he told me the Houghton kids used to play on the third floor.
People started experiencing that in the house and asking us if we had ghosts, and my mother would deny it. She just thought, you know, if that'll be the death of our business if we start telling people that the property's haunted.
But of course, with the rise of the internet, people around the country started to reach out to the Stone Lion. But even with the history and guests describing things out of this realm, he's a skeptic, mostly.
And so almost everything I've experienced, with the exception of the alarm system, are things that I can, you know, rationalize away. I mean, it's an old house. It was built in 1907. It's got a 2,000 square foot basement. It creaks.
Wait a second. Let's talk about that alarm system for a second. It's the only thing that Grant gives any credence to.
Over the years, we've gone through, I think, 12 or 13. None of them have ever been successfully set. Something trips them every single time when we'll get halfway over to the other side of town and we'll have some alarm going off.
The most recent instance was when they installed a brand new security system after the pandemic in 2021.
We installed another one that has cameras in the hallways and you know, other detection. And has not been able to be successfully set. It faults every time we leave.
So of course, I had to ask, does none of that, like, bother you at all? I'm sorry.
I guess when you grow up in this business, when you're 13 years old, you sort of get used to it.
Yeah, sorry about the audio issue, guys. I guess the ghost got into my microphone at the top of the story. Now, you might be wondering why we didn't go into Irene's old room. That's because there's actually guests staying in there tonight. And Abby, before you ask, no, we did not witness any paranormal activity, and quite frankly, I'm glad I didn't.